Hello, lovelies. Welcome to the first episode of Fallingforsewing 2025. Thank you so much for coming and seeing what myself and Creativity by T, Talisha, has made for this awesome fall series. So, if you're new here, welcome. If you're oldie but goodie, thank you so much for sticking around, and please stay tuned to see what the first make is. So, welcome to Fallingforsewing. Please grab a hot tea or a hot drink of your choice. I love a pumpkin spice latte, and let's hop in. So, first things first, as a reminder, and it may be helpful if you go and look back at my last video, because I did talk in detail about the fabrics, the patterns, as well as just the overall theme that we'll be doing this year. And we have decided to make a capsule fall wardrobe. So the first piece that we'll be displaying today is some wide leg pants. So this is such a classic staple piece in any wardrobe. Great base piece for any outfit, especially as the weather is finally cooling down. So I will go ahead and hop in with the pattern as well as the fabric that I used. All right, so we have Butterick 6933, and I made view C. I will probably just put the screenshot of it so you can see it, but I made view C. And this was a very easy make. Initially, upon cutting the fabric, I thought, okay, this could be easy, but I don't know, because I had never sewn this pattern before. I've had it in my stash for a while. I thought, why not use this as a chance to sew the pants, because I did like the fit of the pants from what I saw in the picture. I love high-waisted wide leg pants that don't have pleats. I knew I was going to omit the crease because that's not my style, but overall turned out really, really good. So let's talk fabric. Okay, so what I am showing is what's left of the fabric. Well, I have much more fabric, but one of the remnants, just to make it easier for me to handle. So this is a burgundy's faux suede. Now let's talk about this fabric. This fabric I actually got from the fabric joint in Atlanta. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that's where I'm based. That's where I'm from. It is literally in this city of Atlanta. You could just Google it, but they have pretty good fabric, especially if you're looking for specialty fabric or more higher end fabrics. I'll say that. So this fabric in particular, I honestly don't believe it was it wasn't with the apparel fabric, so we could just say this was probably upholstery fabric. But the only reason I would say maybe not is because it had so many colors, like neon green and like blue, purple, things you wouldn't typically see in home decor. So that's why I was drawn to it, because it had so many colors, like it was a fashion fabric. But nonetheless, I did get it. So what's this fabric? Easy, hard, okay to work with. As far as sewing the fabric, perfectly fine, very easy to sew with. Didn't have any trouble. You just have to be mindful, like I've said in my last video, when you cut a fabric that has a pile to it, you have to make sure you cut it in the same direction for every single piece, so that your garment turns out okay and doesn't have two different shades throughout it, because that will happen. That has happened to me, and luckily I I think I did it on purpose because I was trying to add some type of detail, but you just have to be mindful if that's not the look you want because it will look different. For these pants, would I use this fabric again with pants? No, 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 no. No, no, not for my body type. Yeah, I wouldn't say anyone's body type because you have to sit down and it is it puts a lot of pressure on the seams when you have a fabric that has like absolutely no give at all. Like it is not a stiff fabric and it's not a thick fabric. So I think that's my only saving grace. But when I say no stretch, like none, like I mean that's cross grain, so let's not do that. But nothing. So I can feel that as I'm wearing it. Like it's nothing when you sit down, nothing. So that did affect the sizing that I had to do, because usually I would cut a size 18, 20 for pants. I cut a size 26. I got a size 26 because there was no way, like with this fabric, there wasn't enough ease. So I literally cut the largest size just to give myself something to help me. Because yeah, the fabric has no ease, no give at all. Yeah, so would I make this pattern again? Certainly. Like I feel like I can, like I love these pants. Like I love how they fit on me. I love that I didn't have to do too many modifications or alterations to them as far as the fit. The only thing that I did was lengthen the pants. That's what I normally do. I lengthen the pants by 2 inches, but without adding those 2 inches, they still would have been long enough. I just like my pants long, like long enough where I can wear flats and heels and still not, be in the water. So yeah, and I did not, let's see, did I do anything else? No, I didn't do anything else but just cut that size 26. Initially, I was going to cut smaller in the waist and then go out to a 26, but it just didn't make sense to do that. So I just cut the 26 and told myself I would like take it in if I needed to as I tried on as I sewed. So this is just a reminder for those of you who don't, please try on your garments as you're sewing. Every time you sew a seam enough to like have it hold itself together, try it on. Try it on several times. That has helped me with fit. I'm not sure how people just make something and don't try it on, because that's kind of the sewing process to me. Just to make sure that it fits the way you want it to fit, even if it's sleeves or like anything, like even if you're using knit, like please, soon as you have it put together enough that you can put it on your body, try it on, make sure you like the length, make sure you like the fit of it. And if you don't, you can adjust as you go. And that's normally what I do. I don't do a lot of adjustments on the back, on the front end or the very end. I do adjustments throughout, so I don't have to do so many things before I begin the project or after, So, yeah, I will be making this pattern again. I am excited that I actually did get these pants done because I did want some suede pants. And I have some vintage suede pants and they honestly fit the same way. It's like, it's just one of those garments where it's like, you might not want to eat Thanksgiving dinner with these pants on, because yeah, it's just it is suede. It's giving suede, even though it's not real suede. It is yeah, it is definitely giving suede pants. But I do love the look, love the fit, love how they turned out. I love that I was able to style it with my festive shirt. October is here. I'm so excited. Can you tell? So excited. Favorite time of the year. So I hope you are enjoying this time of year as well. As always, please subscribe, like, comment, and please, if you are doing any fall sewing, if you have made anything during this fall season or plan to, tag myself and Talisha on Instagram and use the hashtag Fallingforsewing 2025 so that we can see your mates. And yeah, we would love to share, and I hope you all are just indulging in this season. I'm about to go get a nice hearty breakfast with a pumpkin spice latte, and I hope to see you next week for our second piece in the fall capsule wardrobe for Fallingforsewing 2025. Until then,